Okay. So as you can see, we have set our slider from medium to hard. We are now over this little, whatever this thing is. People will more likely get sick and will become hungry faster. Is this information? Oh, on a normal level. Okay. Resources will be gathered slower. Technology will be reached. Excuse me. Research slower, and Frostland will have fewer resources. I don't want to read this. The temperature will drop faster, and cold spells will last longer. And people will become more sensitive to bad events, and good events will have less of an effect. People will be pessimistic. Well, that's a little scary. It's equally balanced for that. Oh, cool. The text will actually change based on where you put this. People will be very pessimistic. That's the difference there. Okay. So, I guess this is the beginning of the end. Here we go. The refugees. Day 1. More dramatic lighting, maybe. The refugees. We were condemned to die with the rest of the common folk when London was destroyed, but we rose up. We commandeered the ships that were meant to carry the wealthy to safety and sailed north. Here we found a generator and claimed it for ourselves. Now we must gather all our people in this new city before the lords arrive to rob us of our freedom again. Alright. We will never submit. This point forward, we will never submit. Oh, it's such a small little area. Okay. Oh, this little generator. Alright, save our people. After the ships we stole from the lords got stuck in the frozen ocean, we head out in small groups towards the generator. Most of our people are still on the trail. They have less than 2 weeks of supplies and the weather is getting worse every day. We must do everything we can to make sure they all get here safely. Okay. At least 250 people must survive. Await the incoming refugee groups. 10 refugee groups. Okay. Yeah, you finished your dinner. Those of you who are not informed, our kitten loves, and she's not a kitten at all, but she loves to announce when she's finished eating. So she's just announcing it to the world. Yeah, our little pixel. What is this thing? So we're just surveying the area here. I think this might be a little wall mount thing. Iron ore deposit. Build a steelworks nearby to start extraction. I can't click on that one. Okay. What else is around here? Alright, so we have like random piles. This is a coal deposit. Okay. Build a coal mine here to start extraction. Okay, what is that? Coal deposit. Okay. Same thing as that, yeah. Alright. The game has given us 2 sources of coal. That tells me this is going to be a very cold expansion. Very, very cold expansion. And we're starting off with 43 homeless. Cool. Good start. Coal pile. Okay. So we can just get stuff out of all of these places. We do have a stockpiles. Thank goodness for that. And the generator is currently off. It is 0 out. People are not comfortable, but they're livable right now. And in a day and a half, we're gonna have the temperature drop by 1. Okay, so this is hard mode. I am a little nervous here. We have 0 across the board. So that means we have to actually get people to get stuff raw out of these piles. So for the time being, we're just gonna maximize as many people. We're starting off with 43. And we've already maxed out. Okay, so let's not put 15 people on there. Let's put 15 people on wood, and let's put 5 on steel. And for the time being, we're not gonna put our engineers on there. We can't actually do anything in the beginning of this. Destroyed steam core. Oh, okay. It's probably not super critical. I would not label that as we need this right now, but I guess we'll get started on it. Might as well. I want to clear out this side for no particular reason. I suppose because we already have a building there. Okay. Alright. And our research situation. I think we need to do a beacon, like, immediately. Drinking a latte today. It's a little bit more of an intense coffee experience for, what time is it? 6 o'clock p.m. for me right now. Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit of a relaxing Thursday. It's the last stream of the week. And I'm gonna be finishing a computer build later tonight. That's the plan. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is beacon. Can we actually look? Well, we can't actually look out in the map without the beacon. So I think we're gonna do the beacon first. And while we're doing that, what do we actually need to start researching beacon? 10 wood. Okay. So we have 15 people on there. Let's go ahead and unpause. We have our people out. Let's actually reduce that by a little bit. We'll do a little bit more steel. Okay. Alright. No problem. No problem. No problems yet. There will be soon, no doubt. Oh look, here's our first problem. Workers needed. There's much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. Ah, laws. I almost forgot about laws. Let's not do that right now, but let's look in our laws. Okay, so we start off with purpose. So we can do the lawful side, or we can do the faithful side. To be honest, I don't have any experience with the lawful side. I have all the experience in the faithful side. And considering in hard mode how challenging it is to actually manage our hope and deceit, not deception either. Discontent, there's the word. I think we're going to be doing the faithful stuff, but for the time being, I think we're going to have to think about what we're going to do with our dead. Maybe, see, we have child labor. We can't afford this thing. 20 wood, 5 steel. We have to build homes and stuff. I'm a bit worried about food. I don't think I even looked at our food situation. So 25 raw food. Can we even build a kitchen? We can. 20 wood. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Anything that we need to go after, like, right now? knocking my microphone. Okay. I'm trying to put on my monitor here, and it's like not connecting to my Wi-Fi network. It's like, oh, no, I'm not gonna do it. That's okay. Alright, fighting arena, no, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I don't want to do any of those things. Radical treatment, sustain life, I think it's too early. Child labor, how many children do we have? We have only 15 children, and this is like challenging work. I don't want to have to deal with the negative things that are associated with doing that, but I also don't want to build the child shelter as our first sort of building that we're gonna be making. So we can do something like these. 10 wood is a lot easier. This actually requires none. Corpses can be dumped. Must be placed outside of any heat zones. Do we have any roads at all? 0 roads. What's that? Oh, that's right. Full deposit. No roads whatsoever. This is actually super, super tight. I'm thinking about cemetery. It's a pretty cheap thing to do, and it's something that we can, somewhere where we can put our bodies. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease in unburied bodies. It's not like super critical. Maybe emergency shifts, so we can do extended shifts. Maybe this will be the first thing we do. Or maybe soup? Which is like a little bit less awful than food additives. I think food additives is twice as much. Alright, to be honest, I really want to do House of Prayer first. So I don't think we do any laws yet. How long do we have to build this thing? 30 wood, 10 steel. We have, because we have to build 2 of these things. I can't make any law decisions right now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this pretty quickly. I'm gonna go for a cookhouse first. And probably gonna do a hunter's hut after that. Well, actually, that's an interesting question. Well, I don't think we actually have enough people to do a hunter's hut yet. So I think we're gonna do a cookhouse first. Let's take all of our engineers off of that and put them on here. We need wood, like, faster than right now. I'm gonna take them off the steam core, because we're not gonna be making a steam core. We're not gonna need a steam core until we build an infirmary. It's the first steam core we're gonna need, is my prediction at least. Oh, I see. 250 people must survive. Alright, cookhouse. I'm gonna put this right next to the stockpiles. Let's see, we have coal over here. I don't know what this mess is. We have steel over here. And that's where the wood thing is. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put them, I'm gonna start it over here. The cookhouse already has a bit of insulation. So let's actually put it a little bit further out. Invalid placement. Before we do that, check out the grid. 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so we actually have to put it here. If we put it here, we would actually end up with a gap. I'm glad I at least measured that out a little bit. Okay. A little bit of discontent, that's okay. I'm starting off with a little bit of discontent. It's okay for now. We can't do any research yet, and I don't want to spend the 10 wood. I can't believe we're actually starting with 0 stuff. That's pretty intense. Okay. Alright, so What are our priorities? We have to protect people a little bit when the cold comes. This is already livable. When the cold comes, this is going to be, or the first cold's going to come, this is going to turn into chilly. Do huts provide at least one level? It does provide at least one. Let's just start putting down a few homes. Are homes actually the... I think a hunter's hut, actually. Alright, so where are we gonna put... The hunter huts don't need any heating whatsoever. So let's keep it aligned to that grid and just put it back here. This is already a wood, right? Like, we already have a road here? We do, okay. Alright. Well, we can always get our wood back. I guess we're just gonna have to put it here. Oh, well, I guess we can't actually build any streets yet. Oh, alright, let's fast forward a little bit. Danger level 2, which actually is a lot less dangerous than danger level 3 for me. Everybody's working, so nobody's gonna actually build anything for a little while. Let's build a very, very short road. We're gonna continue the pathway off of here, because the houses will just sit right there comfortably. Okay, so what's the next thing that's super important to build? Gathering posts, I think, is very important. So important, actually.
End of shift.
Okay, end of shift. Every time I hear that, I get so scared. The roof, no roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside. It's terribly cold. We'd better do something about it. I'll provide some shelter. I'll provide shelter for everyone. I want to address this right now. Actually, I think I'm gonna do the middle one. We're gonna do that one. I think we have 2 days. I think because we're gonna get a little bit more hope, and I'll take any opportunity we can get hope right now. I'll take any opportunity for some hope. Okay. So level 2, fast forward. Why is that glowing? Oh, there's actually like little steam cores right here. This was glowing. It reminds me of like Iron Man. No, yeah, the Iron Giant. There we go. Alright, so let's take 2 people and put them into here. The heating is off. The generator is off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death in their sleep if you don't at least turn it on for the night. Okay, no problem. I'll turn it on tonight and tonight only. Alright, so now I can take everybody out of here. Put 10 people in here right now. And this gives us basically everything. And when we can, we're going to build another gathering post over here, probably in between here. The gathering post is going to be doing stuff way, way, way faster, and it'll help our people not get sick, because it can provide a little bit of extra insulation. So we do have several engineers. I'm actually going to put 8 in there and 2 workers, so that we can put 10 workers in the hunter's hut. At least then we can get 8. So on that note, I think we have our first absolute priority. We have to pick one of these things. We're either going to do soup or food additives. Additives can make people a little bit sick, but soup, nobody will get sick, but will get a little bit discontent. So I know we're going to go down to Faith Path. Hey, Nadia Kemi, hello. Boop. We're just getting started here. We haven't missed much. We've just been kind of talking about what our potential plans are going to be. And right now I'm trying to think, how can I cheat food out of people? And I think we're going to go with soup so people won't get sick. I'm a little scared of hard mode here. Yeah, I'm a little scared of the hard mode right now. I feel like everybody's just going to get sick as soon as I do anything that encourages sickness. So I'm going to do soup instead of food additives. Oh, and look at that. We have a health problem. What do you need for this? 25 wood. I can't believe it starts you off with 0 materials. That's crazy to me. Absolutely bonkers. So our first priorities here, we have a cookhouse. We have very, very minimal amount of people in here. We have 3. And then we're going to take them off as soon as we don't have any raw food and throw them into the hunter's hut, which we also have. Can you survive without child labor? I'm going to try. I'm going to try without child labor, at least for now. I'm going to go with food first. I know people, it takes like 5 days for people to actually get sick from starving. But I'm gonna prioritize food a little bit earlier. Man, we're still getting people who are sick and it's livable right here. Hard mode. Hence hard mode right here. I think health is definitely gonna be up there here. Maybe that's the next thing we build before we even homes. Alright, so maybe medical posts, and then we provide everybody with a bit of shelter right up here. And then we build another gathering post about right here. And then we build our study building. They get sick and hungry so easy, yeah. It's livable. I feel like people aren't actually sick. They just kind of get a little anxious. They get a little worried, and then they just, you know, they flare up an alert. They're calling the off. Whoa! Why is everybody running? Oh, they're clapping. Look, they're so happy. This group is very angry. Alright, so work is about to start. I'm going to turn this thing right off. We are actually going to be getting a little bit of coal here. I don't want to keep it on, because we're actually going to have a cold here. Oh, interesting. It actually was a little bit colder through the night. It was -2 when we started. We're gonna pop this off as soon as we can. Alright, so I think medical post, because the sick will get way out of hand and we'll never get on the other side of it. So I think that's our priority, our next building priority. What do we need? 25? Alright, let's fast forward a little bit. See, now we have a little bit of food. We're gonna have a little bit of food coming back in. Oh, that's so little food. So we did soup, and we have soup selected. 30 per hour. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so we can unemploy 3 people. And we're gonna put them in here. We have our wood. We have our wood roads. Okay. Yeah, we're just waiting around a little bit. Maybe we take the 3 people out and put them in here, just so we can guarantee a little bit of actual wood income. Oh, good. We're gonna have some more people. Some more helping hands. Hopefully it won't just be children. Okay. First refugees out of 10. The first group is finally here. We were relieved to learn that the trail is still negotiable. They saw another group behind them who should arrive soon. I see. Hope rises. It did not. There it goes. So that added 15 more people. Okay, so we can put 2 people in there, and the performance on that is still going to be pretty high, I'm assuming. Let's maximize this, and let's go ahead and put the rest on the wood pile. We don't necessarily really need steel right now, but I like the idea of trickle income of some things. This is going to take a long time to get steel. Steel, I think, is inherently a little bit slower in this game, no matter what you do. It just seems like a slower resource to gather. Okay. So we actually do have a little bit of an income for coal, a very slow income for wood. Okay, we're almost at 25. It's 4 sick people now. Okay, medical posts. We're gonna put the medical posts on the other side, over here. I think all of our home area is gonna be right here. It's gonna extend out to here because the mining is right here, so I don't want to extend out here. And Nadia Kami, I don't know if you noticed, but this area is so small. It's super small. I don't think it's even half of like the regular game. I think it's like a third, be a fourth. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy small. We have to be very, very deliberate with how we actually utilize our space. So I know I want a house of prayer, 10 steel. I think everything is so slow. You love it and hate it. I am curious too. I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out. I'm sure I'm gonna fail a few times. 30 wood. I don't know what to prioritize next. Child shelters are such a waste of material. I mean, we could do child labor, and we can do like the healing hands place. I mean, we're nowhere near there yet. I think I'd rather go like queue up emergency shifts so we can do extended shifts. I don't want to think about health yet or cemetery stuff. I'm gonna wait until somebody dies. I don't know what to prioritize for laws. Man, starting out with 0 makes this a lot more challenging. Alright, I think I'm definitely gonna do the hours, I think. And I might do... Oh my gosh, look at our discontent already! Hey, Girl Child Productions. Hello, how are ya? Yep, we're on hard mode. I'm doing well. I'm a little scared, but I have my coffee here, and have you lovely folks here keeping me company, keeping me feeling a little safe and overzealous with our choices. We need a beacon. Oh, we do. Captain, a group of our people wants to talk to you. They urge you to build a beacon. It was so difficult to find our way here. Our friends are still suffering in the trail, lost, alone, and frightened. We have to help them. Of course. I think it's 10 wood. We can at least, and we can't give it up. What do we need for workshops? 15 and 5. Okay. they're just the whiners. Yeah. Like, we have 4 sick people. The beacon takes 35 steel. Oh, to build it? Oh my goodness. That is crazy town. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2. We only have 4 sick people. Is it 1-to-1? Oh, it's 1-to-1. Is it 1-to-1 actually? Oh, I already have 5 engineers in there. I believe it's 1-to-1. Maybe it's not. That's a lot of steel, yeah. Vegeta poking around a corner, that's a lot of steel. Does he say that ever? That's pretty funny. Alright, we're running out of time with the people's homes, but so little resources available to us. Let's take 3 people off of here. We don't need 2 people in here right now. So 3 people are helping all the patients, yes. Okay. Alright. Everybody's cared for. The minimal amount of staff. It's not 1-to-1. They just take more time to heal. Gotcha. Well, we can put 2 more in there right now. Get him out of there as fast as possible. All the DBZ. Oh, those are pretty awesome. Oh, I love the Saiyan touch thing. Nadikemi, you failed so many times this scenario in hard mode. Now I just want to play everything in easy. I know. I mean, it's like it presents itself sometimes as like a little bit of a puzzle. As long as you can understand the pieces and how they fit, I think it can work. Let's build 1 house. That's my only fear, like, is getting to a fail state where all of a sudden we die and I'm like, what do I do? What did I do? What could I have done different? But I feel like the game actually kind of helps with our tools. I think it provides enough information. Once you've trained for a long enough time, I don't want to fail this. I need to build 2 more huts. You know, I just remembered my plan before trying this on hard mode was to go on YouTube and watch Crystal Dawes. He has a channel on YouTube and he has all kinds of tutorials. He goes through every aspect of this game. Apparently he has a few gaps he's working on, but he has a lot of information on his channel. Yeah, Crystal Dawes, he comes into the channel, he's like, here's the meth. And we're like, oh, okay. And then we're all like speculating here. We're all like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And he comes in with the facts. Yeah, he's definitely a Frostpunk nerd. I welcome him though, because I think the last autumn I think it would have been okay. The last one we did it without his assistance actually. In the main campaign, I feel like he was really helpful in the main campaign. I feel like the last autumn we would have won anyway, but oh boy, here it comes. The level's gonna drop for the first time. Feel bad for these people who are stuck in the pile. 6 more sick. Or 6 more people who think they're sick. I don't think they're sick. think one person can work the kitchen. I don't want to take people away from taking the wood. Oh man. Here we go. Here comes the colds. Now it's chilly in here. And now the cookhouse is chilly. We haven't even started research yet. I mean, we still have to make people's homes. That's 20 wood right there. And we don't have any choice. Actually, yeah, that's just 20 more wood. 10 wood per hut. Freezing time. Yeah. Sickness is a matter of mindset. Yeah, I agree with that. As soon as I start feeling like I'm sick, I like go out for like a bike ride or something, or just go walk outside. And then I just like, nope, I'm fine. I can just beat it again. I can beat my head against a wall and fight it. And then it's fine. 8 sick now. So maybe we have to, so far, just kind of critiquing our choices, right? Like right now, as we're going. I'm thinking maybe we build the tents first. Maybe that would help with the sickness through the night. I'm assuming the game is like, people are going to get sick because they don't have a home. And that's just what's going to happen. Fully staffing our hunter's hut. Oh man, this is so, it's dismal. I feel like I'm powerless right now. All right, so one more, and I think we actually have to take people off of this so they can actually build these things. Oh my goodness. We can introduce a new law. Anything to... Oh, extended shift. Heck yeah. Oh yes. Here we go. Extended shifts. Here we go, people. First choice. Yeah, I promised shelter for them, so I have to build these 2 houses right here. I was going for the extra hope. For taking the more challenging quest. That's what I was hoping for. 10, 20, 30. Wait, am I like that far below? Ugh. They're only 10 each, right? What was I thinking? I need 5. Ah. Well, alright, well, we're learning. We're just crossing it off the list when we try this again. Oh man, discontent is already hitting the tent. The game is telling us that we're missing tent. It's feeling intense. Alright, that's bad. That was bad. I don't feel bad about it though. I like little puns. Alright, so this is gonna be built, and it doesn't matter because we're still not gonna be able to complete the quest. We're gonna be able to build maybe one more, and it'll be for nothing because it won't matter. So this only has 5 patients at a time. We're already falling behind in the sickness. Well, we can at least get ahead of further sicknesses by continuing to build homes and providing shelter for people, even though we're not going to be able to complete the quest. The quests are such a gotcha mechanic. In the not mobile game kind of gotcha. The more like, yeah, you're gonna feel confident. You're gonna feel like you're gonna be able to do this. Nope, you're not gonna be able to do that. And our coal is dismal. 3 days to build another medical post. I was kind of thinking I was going to build another one anyway. But we also need to do our workstation. So, but the discontent is already so high. 1/3 to the sick? No. Let's build one more medical post. We have 3 days. All right. All right, cool. We have more people. The promise of shelter is nowhere in sight. It is definitely in sight. Okay, these people are exaggerating. Yeah, they're always hungry. They're always angry. They're always homeless. Even if they have a home, they could be in a house yelling out their window saying, "I'm tired of being homeless." And they could be in a house with level 2 insulation, and they're still going to say it. The promise of shelter is nowhere in sight. Discontent rises. Oh, we're inside of tents. That was such a huge hit. Another group arrives. The next group of our brothers and sisters has joined us. They are relieved to finally see us and our city. Here we can be free at last. In London we had to toil like slaves for a piece of bread. I see. Alright, so we have 19 more people. Fully staffed. And, ooh, more engineers too. We treat our engineers way better than our workers. It's unfortunate, but that's what we do. And now I'm paranoid from the other expansions. I'm paranoid that there's going to be some kind of weird quest where it's like, your generator's broken and you're going to have to repair it now. We can't put engineers in there. Oh, we can put engineers in a cookhouse. All right, come on, guys. Just one. There we go. Engineers have higher performance, I believe. Higher efficiency, I should say. 3 days to build. Is it 25, right? Yeah. Can't wait for the next expansion. I know. Hype. Definitely hyping for the next expansion. And it's so vague. Their trailer doesn't really say anything. They actually have on Steam. They have their update notes. They actually made an announcement on their communications channel through through the store or through the communities section for Frostpunk on Steam. And they actually start hinting a few things. I think they talk about adding a new mechanic to it. And I can't remember. Snow is dead. Yeah, what does that mean? I read an interesting speculation on YouTube in the comments section of all places, right? And it wasn't just negative. They're talking about the snow being like hail and having a physical damaging component, and you have to build structures or something like that. Might be kind of interesting. Like the storms would carry a physical sort of challenge. They have to build like reinforcement shelters and things like that, maybe. Or this is what it was. Hey, Kirby TV, thanks for following. I appreciate it. You are number 24. You're number 24 follower. It's not a normal thing to be a number in your following. But you're number 24. So there's a physical one that was one opinion. Another one that I actually liked a lot was the snow is melting and you have to deal with flooding. That sounds interesting. And that might mix a little bit interestingly with like the rifts where you have to have like bridges and things like that. That might be kind of interesting. Yeah, I would like to see flooding. I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe you can have like rivers or something. Kind of little boats or just finished my Frostpunk stream and kind of check some new tactics out. Yeah, well, you know, as the channel's called ProfNovice, this is a learning environment. You know, we're open to making mistakes. We sure definitely will be making mistakes in the future. Yes, thank you, Girl Child Productions. I appreciate that. So, I mean, I'm not looking to only stream Frostpunk. And game development stuff is like kind of like my end goal, but I keep kind of pushing it back. It's a little bit complicated to set up as far as like the streaming stuff goes for game development. So I think I'm not going to really make a date for that. After this expansion, if we finish it, we're going to keep trying to finish this one on hard mode. I wanted to do a unlimited run and kind of see how far we can get, how excessive it can be. Maybe we can try that on hard. After that, I had a list of stuff to try out. I know the expansion, whenever the expansion for this is going to come out, I definitely want to play that. I've had Factorio on my radar. I've had a game called Mindustry, although nobody's streaming it and nobody's watching Mindustry, so I'm not sure if that's really the best choice to find some more people. But that was definitely on my list. Let's see, what was next? A few other like puzzly logic kind of games, like Exapunks. What was the other one? Magnum Opus. I think where you create like marble machines. What was that? Oh, The Loss. I don't know. I'm open to it. I'm open to suggestions too. If you guys want to see something else. If y'all want to see something else. Adaption. Alright, so we did the soup. We might be approaching child labor. Because we can put children in the kitchen. That's a safe job. I don't think we're ready for that yet. We have enough steel for the 2 House of Prayers, but not enough wood. And that's like 60 wood is very, very, very pricey right now. But it would help with the discontent and hope. Yeah. So on what's fun for me, I think Factorio might be up there. I've been kind of craving to play Factorio again too, especially with 1.0 coming out soon. I think it's slated for late August. They pushed it ahead of Cyberpunk. I was thinking about playing Unrailed next. It's on sale on Steam at the moment. It looks like a lot of fun if you play with other people. Unrailed is really interesting, actually. It's really fun. But yeah, you have to have people to play with. And you can always queue up. There's no voice prompts or anything like that, so there's no fear of that. Unrailed is pretty fun. I've actually, unfortunately, needed to use soup. You've actually, fortunately, needed to use soup, yeah. I mean, never needed. Oh. I read it right the first time. Alright, so we have a quest for the medical posts. And I'm in agreement with the medical post, too. So that's going to be kind of next. Maybe we do workshop first. The sooner we start to research, the better off we're going to be in the long run. I'm going to plop it right here, just so the road is a little bit more worth it. I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, let's build that. I touched on Unrailed, not on stream. I don't think that would be a game that I would stream. I don't think I would stream that. But yeah, I've done a game or two with a few friends. For me, I'm not sure if that would provide enough longevity as far as like replayability for me myself. I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. A lot of my friends tend to be way too competitive, and it really turns me off of it a little bit. I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun, and people are like, oh, how do we do this and that? All right. Well, do we do the medical post first? Yeah, I guess so. We have to help. We have to get ahead of the sick. We have to stay ahead of it. I could see, I mean, if you have a good set of friends, and you have like, you have all your friends coming in, and you have people who like kind of feel that have the same philosophy about your stream. So like, you know, if you're okay with cursing and things like that, if you have a few friends who can kind of follow the path that you want to have, you have like 4 people going, that could be, I can see that being pretty entertaining. One of our people is gravely ill. If you sign the radical treatment law, the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, but may undergo risky amputations as a result. Alternatively, you might sign the sustained life law to keep them alive until they build a infirmary. So I guess the game is kind of forcing our hands. I was kind of waiting for the game to force our hand a little bit. I'm in favor of radical treatment versus sustained life, just because the sustained life exponentially, not exponentially, but sustained life will consume engineers, where radical treatment facilitates the care center, the care house, which you don't need engineers for, I think. By the way, Kitty Cam future streams. Kitty Cam future streams? Kitty Cam future streams? I'm confused. Oh, like having a camera for your kitten? I've actually thought about that. I'm gonna do radical treatment. I thought about that. I don't have an extra camera right now. Oh my gosh, look at the discontent. There's nothing but negative things. Bad food, lack of shelter, bad health care, people are hungry, overtime work, controversial law, and promise broken. Oh. And she's fairly inconsistent with her wall bed. We have a little bed that we have like a suction cup on the window, and she usually hangs out there. But she's not even there right now. She sometimes jumps up on the table, and you can. She made her debut, I think, like 2 months ago or so. Yeah, she's cute. She's got a little whiteness right here and green eyes, and she's cute. All right, so none of these things are actually going to get built until tonight. Kind of got a little distracted. We have a good amount of wood. What do you do with our resources? We actually almost have enough for the House of Prayer. I think we need to do homes though for people. And while we have level 1 for the generator, I think for now we can kind of put people right up front. In the long run, I think the steam hubs are the cheapest option. Can we actually build steam hubs? Yeah, we can't. We have to actually research it. I'm so used to the steam hubs just being available for us. Available to us, excuse me. Suppose we could start building out. It's cold out here. No, I think we're gonna continue building homes around here, so we can build. How many homeless? We actually only have 30 homeless, and we still need the beacon, which is 10 wood. So we can at least do. We can do the 3 here. It leaves us with 20, so we can still research the beacon when the workshop is done. It leaves us with 10. Alright, I'm gonna build the 3 huts. And gathering post is 15 wood. So I think I'm gonna do that one first. So I can get a little bit more. Let's do it here. Alright, lack of home stirs anger. I'll provide shelter for everyone. Here we go. I'm fairly confident with providing shelter for everyone. We have not a kitten. We still call her a kitten. She's 6, I think? 8? She's 7. My wife went like this. So she's 7. And we still call her a kitten because she still behaves like one. Provide shelter for everyone. 1 day to provide shelter for everyone. 28 people. We actually are about to accomplish this one. I'm gonna do it. You have 4 cats. Cool. Are they all actually related? Or 2 of them are related? Cats are fun. So you have 4 cats and no dogs. My folks have 3 cats. They had 4. One of them recently passed away, and they also had 2 dogs. It's like a farm at my folks' place. I left a massive void. They've been collecting animals for years. The hunger is a problem. I think we might be needing a hunter's hut sooner rather than later. 2 of them are sisters. Your father has 3 dogs. You're convincing your hubby to have a dog and a fish. Dogs are fun. I'm not a small dog kind of person. I'm more of like a bigger dog kind of person. So I would highly recommend a shepherd. German shepherds are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Especially to married couples. Because they get very, very committed to their family. And it's really, really rough on them if you have like a relationship that may not like kind of last the 8 years of their life. It can be a little rough on German shepherds. As far as I've seen, at least. Let's see. Enough with the Where was that noise? Where did that noise go? The game... Oh, there it is. More refugees. Cool. Missing children. Several families have reached our city. Unfortunately, some of their children got lost near the trail bends. They are distraught and beg you to help their kids. I see. Well, can't do anything without a beacon. I think we have engineers in here. There's 2. At least put 2 in there. Oh, we have, all right, we just got more people. Okay. Oh, good night. Good night, Kirby TV. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for the follow. I appreciate it. Good luck on your next Frostpunk run, too. Alright, so... let's do the beacon. We already spent our 10 wood. Very strategically using our wood down to 0. That's exactly where your I know problem, girl child protections. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relieved with the roof, even a flapping one over their head. Ooh, look at that hope. That's good. Promise not broken. Promise fulfilled. All right. We're gonna be in a coal issue here pretty soon. 5 engineers are gonna go in there. In the next medical post here. I'm gonna plop them in right now. Boop. Okay, hope rises. Healthcare sustains. Look at this. Nice. Discontent drops just very slightly. Hope rises just slightly. Enough to give us hope. I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful. Things are looking a little less dismal, even though it's still quite dismal. 20 wood for another hunter's hut. I'm very, very afraid of the food shortage right now.